Department of Public Safety at City College. Just a little bit, we're going to talk about, unfortunately, we're going to talk about these incidents that are happening around the world today. And hopefully you learned something today. Yeah. Oh, okay. Everybody hear me now? No. No. Everybody hear me now? Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, we're going to be speaking about these incidents that are happening across the world and prepare you. God forbid you're in a situation where you're in a situation where there's gunfire. And we want to hopefully teach you something to prepare, God forbid, to prevent you to be a victim. So what we're going to teach today, okay, that's what I want. Thanks. So what we're going to teach today, it's not rocket science. It's stuff that you guys probably already know. Because most of active shooters are stopped by civilians, not trained police officers, military people, people just like the ordinary person. Most of your shootings are stopped by civilians. So if you ever come across a situation when there's gunfire in the area, outside this hallway, what do you think we should do? Anybody have an idea? Go ahead, man.
Drop on the floor.
You would drop on the floor?
Yeah. Hide somewhere low.
Hide somewhere low. Good answer. I would definitely want to hide. If you can't get out of the location where the gunfire is, I would want you to hide anywhere. Janitor closets, hide. Lock yourself in the location. Shut the lights off. We don't want people to know you're in the area. Keep your phone silent on vibrator. We want you to also call 911 if you can. Let 911 know, all campus public safety, what's going on in the area. Let them know if you see more than one gunman in the area. But if you can get out, we want you to run. Run as fast as you can and get out of the location. Notify authorities either through 911. Let them know immediately what you got, what's going on, how many people, what location you're at. Look for all your exit signs when you go to locations such as movie theaters. Most of these active shooters are not only happening in schools, they're happening everywhere now, in the malls, in the churches, everywhere. It's happening everywhere now. Unfortunately, that's what we got to teach these days. So, again, if you can get out, run. Get out the nearest exit. Leave your belongings if you have to. If you have to, hide, shut the lights off. Put your phone on silent. Shut the lights off. Why? An active shooter is not going to fight with a person. For example, if this door's barricaded, that's what I want to say, basically. Barricade yourself. If you have a location in an office, classroom, take this desk, take a file cabinet, put yourself against the door. Active shooters come around, if they see it's locked, they keep on going. Why? Because active shooters are here for a body count. It's not an intentional target. They want to take out as many people as they can. That's the difference between an active shooter and a person who has a domestic violence incident or a workplace violence incident. A workplace violence incident or domestic is that I'm coming for a particular person. Where an active shooter comes in randomly, just killing people for no reason. So that's, go ahead.
Well, the fire alarm, is that an idea?
It's not a good idea,
No.
100%, because you're going to more chaos. We've had incidents in the Bronx, the closest active shooter in New York City, actually, in the Bronx Lebanon Hospital, where the active shooter actually pulled the fire alarm in order to get people to the location and caused the fire. But unfortunately, he only got one person he shot. Why? Because the security and the staff and the faculty that was in the hospital were trained a couple of days prior what to do. A lot of them barricaded themselves in their office, kept the patients. What I mean by barricading, taking everything you can against that door. And he ended up killing himself after he shot the first person. Most active shooters will take their lives at the end. Most active shooters do. They get cowards. That's why. Again, they're not going to fight with you. That's why I'm saying civilians like yourselves have a better advantage. If you go boo to them, they get scared. If they hear the sirens, they get scared. They get nervous and they take their lives, most active shooters. Most recently, there's a couple active shooters that didn't take their lives. I think Parkland, there was Parkland, or the YouTube one? YouTube, she didn't take her life, right? Yeah. Authorities came and arrested her, or took her out, okay? So, one more thing I want you to understand, I'm going to show a quick video. I know I got my time, it's 5, 10 minutes left, is if you can get out, run. If you can't get out, hide. And if you're stuck in a situation, I want you to fight. That's what I want to talk about. I might borrow one of you if you don't mind. Now, I have a toy gun here. It's plastic. It's fake. Are you ready to see it's fake? It is inoperable. Okay. Could I borrow someone? Come on up here, man. And what is your name? Terry Ann. I'm Anthony. Okay. You and I are alone right now. I have a gun pointed at your chest, right? What do you think? Are you going to die, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, right? What you're going to have to fight. You want to survive, right?
Yeah.
What do you think you should do?
Hold your wrist.
You want to hold it? Okay, yeah, not bad. No, not bad. Not bad. Okay. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you, right?
Okay.
It's just me and you. There's no one else here. I'm going to kill you. You want to survive, right?
I would do like maybe this.
Okay. She wants to do ninja stuff. She can do much easier stuff than this. Okay? So what I want you to do, can I borrow Gopi real quick? Gopi. He's going to demonstrate it, and then you're going to do it.
Okay.
So it's just me and him. I come here. I want him to do something normal. I'm going to kill him. He knows that. So the only chances he has to survive is by fighting. Go ahead. What did I just do? Okay? I go do it again.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do it this way. I don't want to hit no one. So here, he hits me. Look how he hit. It actually, and he hit me some strength there. It came out of my hand. I don't care how strong you are, how big you are. This is a joint. What happened? I lost grip of it. But even if I didn't lose grip of it, and I'm shooting him right here, this is center mass, where us as law enforcement are trained to stop, right? If I'm here, most likely the vital signs are here, it's going to stop you. So if I shoot, go, boom, the chances are, watch, I hit him where? In his shoulder. I might have missed him. The chances are he might live likely. Now it gives him that 2 seconds to what? To run. For me to regroup now, and if he's running, he should zigzag. If it gives me 2 seconds to regroup again for my target, and the time I'm squeezing, if I hit him in the leg, him in the back, chances he can survive those rather than in a vital signs area. Now that's just him and I do that just in case you're a victim of domestic violence or workplace violence and you come across someone. That's why I demonstrate the one single one. Now, as a group, you want to try it now?
Yeah,
I know she's dying to try it. So. Okay, so I come, here I am, there it goes. Unfortunately, she's gonna live, maybe someone might get shot, but what are you gonna do next? And you're gonna, what?
Zigzag.
Zigzag. You're gonna run, and as fast as you can, right? You're gonna run as fast as you can and get out of there. Now, I didn't expect anyone to fight me with a gun. Remember, I'm the powerful guy with the gun. But now, you fought me. I gotta come back. You run, gives you a couple seconds to survive. And if I do shoot you anywhere else, it's not in a vital sign area. And hopefully you'll survive it. That's just her and I. Now, most important thing, we're in a group, in classroom, workplace, library, mall, movie theater. Movie theater setup is just similar to this, right? Okay, I come in now. Gopi, doing my. He's gonna give you some objects. I want you to throw them at me. But when I tell you to throw them at me. Now, please, someone catch. If I was to come into a classroom, a movie theater, a mall, and I start coming and randomly shooting people, that's what an active shooter does, correct? What I showed you earlier is intended target, maybe. An active shooter comes in now. I come random. What happens? Human instincts. When people throw things at you, what happens normally? Right? What do? Well, I don't expect people to start throwing things at me, right? Now, everyone here, most of us are from Harlem, right? New York. I'm from the Bronx, Harlem, different parts of the boroughs, right? We all know how to fight with New Yorkers. Now, you grab whatever you can to use as a weapon for your defense. If it's a chair, if it's that pocketbook with everything in it, if it's a table, if it's a fire extinguisher, whatever you have in your hands. What is it? Phone, whatever you have in your hands. So if I came into this alphabet classroom, auditorium, movie theater, church, and I come in, I want you to throw things at me. As I come in, and sir, what's your name? Sack. I'm going to point this at you. Is it okay? I'm coming. I want you. When I tell you to go, do it. Go! What did I do? What did I just do? I don't know what was going to hit me, right? So what did I do? I closed my eyes. Now, As I close my eyes, the people in the back, you want to get out of here, right? The front row of this place here, what I would want you to do is to fight. And I would want you to fight to survive. So as I come in, when I squeezed, right? I closed my eyes, right? Let me borrow you? Yeah. I'm going to borrow my friend up here. Since he's up here, can I borrow you too? You don't need to know the martial arts on this. It's human instincts. What did I do? I clenched my eyes. I lost my vision for a second or two. Half of that room is running out, and the other 15 of you are going to fight. How fight? As I come across, I squeeze. I want all of you running towards me. Run towards me. Now, I know all of you are going to run out. You come run towards me. I want you to grab from the bottom here and grab from the top. I come in, go. Now, go. What I just do, right? Just imagine you three, you five, at the same time of bombarding me. What's going to happen? No, let's do it now. You three come, you mind come? Let's do it. You come from the bottom, you come from the top. Remember what comes out in the front of this gun? A bullet, right? So you don't want to put your hand here. You don't want to put your hand here. You want to keep this away from what? You. So, you come in, I want you three, you guys to come up. It's training now. Go, right, go. Boom, go. What did I do? Bring me down. Okay, he grabbed the gun. Once you get a good grip, but remember what comes front of here. You want to get it out. So I would have fell to the ground. You want to try one more time? Bring me to the ground? Go ahead. Let's go. Bring me down. Go down now. What did I just lose? I lost the gun now. Thank you. Just imagine all of you doing this at one time. The only way we're going to survive. The back room is going to what? Run. You guys are going to fight, right? All of you at one time. I don't care what age. I don't care what anything. You're going to win. Thank you. I don't care how strong you are or weak you are. You're going to fight. All of yous, I'm losing this gun. Even if it's a long gun, it's the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's your mind. Fight. That's why you're going to survive. So I might have shot you by accident. Well, not by accident, but I intentionally came and shot you. By the time I went to shoot several other people, you guys took me down. Instead of having 30 people shot here, we might have had 3 or 4 shot. We saved so many other lives. Okay? I know I'm running out of time. I'm going to show you a quick video so you can have an idea. It's a 5-minute video. If you have any questions, ask me after the video. Ron? By the way, we do this training on a regular. Mine is just cut down short today. But we do the churches in the area, Harlem churches. We've done a lot of churches. We're willing to come to your church if you have one. If you have an organization, we want us to come to your workplace, we'll come there just as well. Your volume? Hold on. Technical support. Any volume? Hold on. What is? Do we have any speaker that could hook up? There's ways that we can tell somehow, yeah. We're trained at L-shaped objects, yeah. L-shaped, sort of an L, 7-shaped. L-shaped objects, if you suspect something. If you're working in a working place environment and you suspect someone having problems at home or alcohol problems and workplace problems, etc., you should tell your colleagues just as well. Anthony, my name is Anthony. Anthony's been having a lot of problems lately. I'm concerned about him, Let everybody be aware of what's going on. No? Anybody have any questions about active shooter? Yeah. Go ahead, ma'am. Okay, 2 active shooters. If there's 2 active shooters, Most, in my history of training of this, active shooters, they always stay together. So if there's two individuals with guns, they stay together. Very rarely you see an active shooter to separate each other. So most active shooters stay together. They don't separate. But are we trained as law enforcement to search for another shooter? Yes, we are. And you'll do the same thing that I just gave you a quick presentation on if you got stuck in a situation. The best thing is run, hide if you can. Don't open that door.
Find yourself in the middle of an active shooter event. Your survival may depend on whether or not you have a plan. The plan doesn't have to be complicated. There are 3 things you could do that make a difference.
So yes, most active shooters, again, are alone, they're solo. But if they do, they in pairs, they stay together.
If you can
Something similar like that was Columbine.
do.
Multiple
Always try and
incidents.
escape
It
or
doesn't have to be
evacuate.
gun either. It could be explosive, it could be knives. In certain parts of the country, they had other things with knives attacked. Same thing.
It may feel like just another day at the office, but occasionally, life feels more like an action movie.
This video is from
than
Homeland
reality.
Security.
The authorities are working hard to protect you and to protect our public spaces. It may feel like just another day at the office. But sometimes bad people do bad things.
Those numbers are tripled now, by the way. Those old.
Their motivations are different. The warning signs may vary, but the devastating effects are the same. And unfortunately, you need to be prepared for the worst. If you were ever to find yourself in the middle of an active shooter event, your survival may depend on whether or not you have a plan. The plan doesn't have to be complicated. There are 3 things you could do that make a difference. Run, hide, fight. First and foremost, if you can get out, do. Always try and escape or evacuate, even when others insist on staying. Encourage others to leave with you, but don't let them slow you down with indecision. Remember what's important, you, not your stuff. Leave your belongings behind and try to find a way to get out safely. Trying to get yourself out of harm's way needs to be your #1 priority. Once you are out of the line of fire, try to prevent others from walking into the danger zone and call 911. If you can't get out safely, you need to find a place to hide. Act quickly and quietly. Try to secure your hiding place the best you can. Turn out lights, and if possible, remember to lock doors. Silence your ringer and vibration mode on your cell phone. And if you can't find a safe room or closet, try to conceal yourself behind large objects that may protect you. Do your best to remain quiet and calm. As a last resort, if your life is at risk, whether you are alone or working together as a group, fight. Act with aggression. improvise weapons, disarm him, and commit to taking the shooter down, no matter what. Try to be aware of your environment. Always have an exit plan. Know that in an incident like this, victims are generally chosen randomly. The event is unpredictable and may evolve quickly. The first responders on the scene are not there to evacuate or tend to the injured. They are well trained and are there to stop the shooter. Your actions can make a difference for your safety and survival. Be aware and be prepared. And if you find yourself facing an active shooter, there are 3 key things you need to remember to survive. Run, hide, fight.
Okay, basically I said the same thing I showed the video. I said in my words. The only thing I didn't mention was when law enforcement do come, please, when you don't run up to us. We don't know who the threat is. We don't know who you are. We don't know if the subject that we're looking for might be in the crowd running. So coming up to us, we don't know who you are, so we're going to treat you as if you're a bad person. So try not to point at us. Just give us as much information as you have. If you saw where the shooter ran to, let us know what direction he or she went to. Does anybody have any questions regarding active shooter? Go ahead. I always suggest keep your hands up so we know. Remember, we're trained. We can't see your hands. You're a threat to us. If you're running by us, we can't see your hands, you're a threat. So as you're running, hands up, give us all the information you can give us on the shooter.
So the reason they say don't point because they might think you're shooting?
Well, again, we're coming in, remember, we're coming in looking for the threat to isolate that threat. So coming at us, what do you think is going to happen if an object comes at us? It's response. We're thinking that's a threat towards us with a finger in our face or something of that nature. We'll respond to fatalities sometimes. We see fatalities as we walk by. Doesn't mean we didn't stop there to get help for them. We know he or she is laying there. We're going to tell them once we eliminate that threat. Our main concern is stop the dying. And then we're letting people know we have individuals that are injured in certain locations to get EMS. And right now, lately, we've been training with EMS and the NYPD. All of us have been trained together on bringing in EMS to try and stop the bleeding. And all our officers are being trained with stopping the bleeding with tourniquets. Like what you're going over there, what you have over there, it's very important today. Those tourniquets that you have over there, it's a great tool that we have. And all our officers are being carrying it from now on. Any other questions? Go ahead, ma'am.
How can the average person recognize a legitimate badge from an illegitimate badge? I mean, like maybe somebody gets them at a toy store or something? Or
ID. If someone's showing you a police badge or kind of official, ask for an identification. An ID, not just a badge, an ID that matches the badge. Okay. Any other questions?
How can we recognize guns? I would never expected a gun to look like an umbrella like that.
Did you ever expect that person to be a shooter?
Well, no.
No. You're never going to know who the shooter's going to be. We're never going to know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Our job is there to get to the response as soon as possible and stop it. That's what our job is. We'll never be able to tell when an active shooter's going to happen.
What should explosive devices look like? Are they in a coffee cup?
So explosive devices can be anything. If you see anything with wires, especially wires, anything ticking, those are signs, but explosives could be anything. They can make it out of a pipe, out of a coffee cup, anything they can make a bomb out of. Anything, yeah. Soda can, yeah. Any other questions for a wrap up? Any other questions? Again, thank you. And if you ever want us to come do a presentation for you, a little longer than this, other organizations that are here, we'll do it for you. We do a whole thing with the sound of gunfire and everything, if you ever want. Okay? All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. That was great, wasn't it? Yeah, we learned a lot. Okay,